Hello, you are welcome to week 8. This is Mr. Agbamu Idonogbene, and today's lesson is going to be the last lesson for this topic, solid shapes. Today we are just going to state the formulas for volumes of prism, pyramid, cone, and cylinder. Then after stating the formula, we are only going to look at question on prism, and that is triangular prism. That was last week Thursday, we did volume of cube and cuboid. So if you take note of that, you will see that the volume of a cube or cuboid will just multiply the three length, which is length times breadth times height. So this time around, we are going to see how to get volume of prism, pyramid, cylinder, and cone. And that is all for today's lesson. Then tomorrow, we move to our next lesson, which is angle measurements. Our next lesson is going to be on angle measurement. So take note of that. All right, so this is our objective. Let's go to the lesson now. So volume of a prism. Now, looking at the meaning of prism, we said a prism have a face that goes across. And that face that is uniform that goes across is what we call cross section. So all you need to do to get the volume of a prism, identify the face that goes across to the other end and multiply it by the length. So for this triangular prism, you will discover that this triangle, which is this blue part, shaded blue, is the area now that goes across to the other side. So this shape is a triangular prism. So how do you get the area of this shape? Just find the area. How do you get the volume of this shape? Find the area of the triangle multiplied by the length. So if you recall in class, I told us that every shape in prism, every plane shape that goes across, which form the cross section, must have an area. So this is a triangle. So if I call this part of the triangle the height, and I call this part of the triangle the base, don't forget this height and the base, they must be 90 degrees. So this symbol of 90 must be there. Now that you know that the base and the height must be 90, this is now a triangle. So what is area of a triangle? We want to find the volume. So the volume is area of a triangle, which is 1 over 2, because the face is a triangle, multiplied by the base, then multiplied by the height. So this is area of a triangle. Then don't forget, because you are looking for volume, look at the length where the area goes across. So it goes across this full length here. So that is this L. So you must multiply it by the L. By multiplying this area of triangle by L to give you the volume of this triangular prism. So take note of that. So the area of the triangle times length. So area of triangle is half base times height. Then multiply it by the full length that the area goes across. So that is that. Now looking at this other shape, this is a trapezium. Now this trapezium face here, you can see it. These two sides are the parallel side, and if you see it goes across to this other side. So this is a cross section of this shape, and because of that we can call it a prism. If I want to get the area of this face, I need to identify the area of the parallelogram. Remember parallelogram, if this side is B, so this side is going to be A, then this side is going to be the height. Let me get my pen. So this side is going to be the height. Let me see if there's a way I can remove this thing. Okay. Now this place is going to be my height. Then this place is going to be my small a, something like this. So this is A, this is B. So this is the height. And don't forget the same thing with a triangle. This height must be 90 degrees to the base. So the volume of this trapezium is going to be area of a triangle. The volume of this trapezium prism is going to be area of the trapezium, which is 1 over 2, open bracket, you add the base, which are the two parallel bases, A plus B, then multiply it by H, which is the height. Then don't forget, you must times it by the full length that goes across to the other side, which is this is the length now, times it by the length. So by doing this, there is no prism that you cannot find the volume. Just know the face that goes across. Find the area of that face, multiply it by length. That is what I mean by volume of a prism is area of cross section multiplied by length. Just know the face that goes across times it by the length. So if you go through our previous videos on volume, you see the way I use the applet to explain volume of a shape. So you can see how the face goes across. You can demonstrate that later using any of those applets I did. So take note of that. So that is for prism. Now, this is for pyramid. Pyramid already have 1 over 3. So all pyramid are related with prism by 1 over 3. So if you use 1 over 3 to times the area of the base, then multiply by the height, it will give you your pyramid. So this base, for example, this triangular pyramid, and the base is a triangle. So just make sure you times the base with 1 over 3, then times the area of the triangle, then multiply by the height. The same thing with this. This shape is a rectangle. Make sure you times the area of this rectangle by 1 over 3, then times it by height. But for this our purpose, we are not going to pay more attention to pyramid. So that is why I don't want to focus on this area. But just take note of it. When you get to JH2, you are going to learn volume of pyramid, prism. We'll do more examples. Then we'll do more questions on cylinder and cone, which is the next part of the slide. Cylinder, the area of the circle that goes across is pi r squared, then multiplied by h. So area of circle times height is the volume of a cylinder. And you know this is the height of your cylinder, this is the height. Then the radius is from here to the circumference, this is radius. Then find the area of this circle that goes across to the top, multiplied by h, which is pi r squared times h. So the same thing with a cone. The height of a cone is from this tip down to the center. So this is the height of the cone. Then the radius of the cone is from here down to the circumference. This is the radius. So for cone, just make sure you know the area of the base, which is a circle pi r squared. Then make sure you times it by 1 over 3. So 1 over 3 times area of circle times height. So that is how you get your volume of a cone. So this is all for the lesson. Just take note of these various formulas. I just want us to get this idea for now before we go to JH2. In JH2, we are going to learn all these volumes in details. We will learn it much better. But for today's lesson, we are only focusing on Prism. Let's just look at classwork on Prism, and that is the end of the topic. Next topic is going to be angle measurement. Now, this is the classwork I say we should do. It's from your textbook, New General Mathematics, page 134. Exercise 16C, number 1 and 2. I've already screenshot it. I snapped the textbook and I pasted it in this place. So this is the assignment. If you open your textbook, you will see this there. So this triangle goes across. So this is a triangular prism because this triangle goes across to this back. So all you need to do, identify the base. So if base is 5, then height is 3, then length is 12. So what is the volume of this shape? I've already explained it before. Area of triangle is half times base. And what is the base? The base is 5. So you are going to do this yourself. I'm just giving you the hint of the formula how to do it. So I'm not doing it for us. Then let's delete that mistake. Then multiply by 8. So half base times height, then times it by length. So this is what you do to get the volume of this prism. The same thing here. This shape, you can see the triangle. This is length, this is height, this is base. So this triangle, you can call this place height, you can call this 4 height, you can call this 3 the B, then this 10, you can call it the length of the period of the prism. So the same formula will be used. Volume is 1 over 2. Area of triangle, the triangle is 4 times 3. That's half base times height, then times your length. which will give you times 10. So just take note of this, and that is all for the topic solid shape. So do this classwork when you get home and submit tomorrow together with the holiday assignment. That is a midterm break assignment and every other work we have to do. So that is all for now. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take time and revise the notes again. Do have a nice day.